I remember hearing you talk one time about a person I've read pretty thoroughly, Clayton Christensen, and a concept that he had called induced failure. You know, oftentimes in his case, companies don't see the change that's coming, and so it's catastrophic. And I think the same could be said about our own personal lives. Are there any words of wisdom that you can give using that concept that could be applied to an individual person's life?
Part of the problem, I think, for individuals at the moment is people are too specialized. They're not generalists, right? Generalists actually can accommodate faster because they've got more patterns available to them. And to give an illustration, when I went up to secondary school at the age of 11, so this is 1964, I think, right? So that gives you my age. And we were allowed to wear long trousers for the first time. Until you were 11 in the UK, you weren't allowed to wear long trousers, which in British winters was, shall we say, nasty. And we had to walk to school for 3 miles as well. And the first thing we had to do is, I remember walking to the front of the class, I got called up first and given a card, and it said, "You support capital punishment." Now, I think capital punishment is abhorrent. I think societies which have it are just uncivilized, right? But I had to speak for 7 minutes without preparation on something which I profoundly disagreed with. And we did that every week from the age of 11 to 18. That made us generalists because you never knew what you were going to get hit with. So you read everything. And you learned to argue things you didn't agree with, which made you better, made you more critical. And I think one of the reasons people lack resilience is they're over-specialized. So the one bit of advice, I mean, at any one stage, I'm reading a history book, a science book, some science fiction, maybe a novel, all in parallel. And you need that and it gives you more patterns to absorb and more ability to see weak signals. And I think that's the key.
Hi, I'm John Miles, the host of the Passion Struck podcast, and we have new episodes every Tuesday and Friday, and you're not going to want to miss some of these upcoming ones, including Navy SEAL and astronaut Chris Cassidy, who will talk to us about his journey from the Naval Academy to becoming the chief astronaut. And then we have Vice Admiral Ted Carter, a Top Gun fighter pilot who went on to become one of the longest standing superintendents of the Naval Academy and is currently the president of the Nebraska University System. And then we have Tricia Dempsey, one of my favorite guests, who will talk about how she coaches and inspires female entrepreneurs all over the world. Until then, you can reach us on Instagram at Passion Struck Podcast or on our YouTube channel at John R. Miles. And remember, make a choice, work hard, and step into your sharp edges.